Now what if I told you that you're not real? That is what Krishna says to Arjuna on the battlefield. He says that there is a difference in life between Sat, which means real, and Asat, which means unreal. Now in life we generally get caught up in all the material happenings that the life has to offer us. But amongst all those material gains and happenings that life has, we tend to miss what the true and real reality actually is. So here Krishna says and rebukes Arjuna for going away from his purpose. Now that is the key word, going away from his original purpose. When you stick to your purpose, you are traveling in the direction of reality. Now I'll give you an example of that. Not an example, but rather a story. Now this story is about two prominent Indian scholars, Swami Vivekananda and his teacher RamaKrishna Paramahamsa. Now when Swami Vivekananda was a disciple of RamaKrishna Paramahamsa, there was a time when his mother had fell terribly ill. So that is a time when he has a lot of confusions in his mind. So he goes to his guru and asks him, all my life I have devoted to this ashram and been your disciple, and because of that the price that I had to pay was I went unemployed throughout this time. So if I was employed, I would have had sufficient money to buy my mother sufficient medicines and also take care of her properly. But now I'm unable to do that, and the reason is because I've spent all my life in your ashram. So RamaKrishna Paramahamsa doesn't get agitated by Vivekananda's claim and says, if you feel so and if you think you're right, then go inside the goddess Kali's room and pray to her that your mom has to get well soon. So Swami Vivekananda says that is exactly what I'm going to do, and he moves into the temple. So as he's going, he prays for a lot of other things, but he doesn't ask this, and he returns to his teacher. Now here Ramakrishna again asks him, did you ask what you went inside for? Swami Vivekananda says no, and Ramakrishna without hesitation tells him to go back to that temple, and this time don't forget to ask to cure your mother. So when this time Swami Vivekananda goes inside, he doesn't ask, and he comes with his face drooped down to Ramakrishna. And Ramakrishna when asks, did you ask? He says, no, I couldn't ask for a material gain or for a personal gain in this situation. Ramakrishna nods and says, good, because if you had asked the goddess Kali for your personal gain, then this would have been the last time that you and I would ever speak. Now why does a guru say that a student should not go in and pray for his ill mother? Here if we take it literally, we can vilify the guru, but there is a deeper meaning to what Ramakrishna Paramahamsa does. He says that Vivekananda has a far greater purpose in life than going into a puja room and praying for his personal gains. And that is why, and realizing that purpose why, as the Bhagavad Gita says, the Sat, the real, that is why Swami Vivekananda is who he is today. Swami Vivekananda is the most revered philosophers of Indian history. That is the same reason why. Now in our lives, we all go to the puja room and pray for our personal gains. Much like what I had told in one of my earlier videos on my math experience, when I used to pray only for my personal gains. And this is what we would normally do, whether we fail to accept it or whether we absolutely say that this is what we do. But in reality, much like what Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says, if we pray for our purpose to come true, if we work for our purpose, then we would be separated from the illusion and go to the land of reality. And that is the truth that the Bhagavad Gita seems to be instilling in every individual. Now don't you forget, guys, it will always lead the way, and all you have to do is free your mind. And while you do that, make sure you hit this subscribe button right here so that you don't miss out on any of our future videos. Click here to view our most recent upload. And as always, thank you for watching, and until the next episode, it is goodbye.